Well, hey friends, happy Wednesday. I hope you're doing amazing and kicking all the butts and stuff. So, let's dive in and kind of get an update on what's going on with this iOS 14. We're on iOS 14.3 now, I think. Um, with one of the new, if you're not sure what's going on, basically in one of the new iOS updates coming out soon, Apple has announced basically they're gonna kind of upend the digital advertising landscape and say that uh, they're going to do a little more work to make sure that you essentially opt in to get tracked by Facebook. Up until this point now, you've been more or less having to opt out and say like, oh, I don't really want these ads personalized to me. Like, I don't really want you collecting my data. So they're flipping the script and saying, oh, we want you have to opt in to make your ads personalized now. So the great expectation from the marketing world is that this is essentially going to end or make Facebook advertising and all advertising, all digital media advertising, much more difficult and much more expensive to really track conversions at a good, really optimized level. So here's the update. That was a couple months ago. You can go watch. I think it was the first video I ever made. I posted that out, and in those months since I've made it, I think I posted that out around like early January. Here's everything we've learned. Not a damn thing. So that's not actually completely true. Since that point, all of this, there's been a lot of like smoke and mirrors, like marketing Twitter's kind of like all in a rush getting ready for the update. Nothing's really dropped yet, and Apple hasn't been super forthcoming with what exactly is going to happen. We know a lot of stuff. Like we know at least a little bit of stuff. We know that right now, instead of essentially optimizing immediately for the full funnel, when you're making a Facebook ad, now you're going to have to rank your objectives on what you want, whether you want to rank like conversions best versus add to carts or initialized payments or whatever, and that's going to really play into how your retargeting strategies work out. But outside of that, we don't really know too much. We also don't know how many people we expect to opt in to receive targeted ads. I love targeted ads. I haven't opted out because I like knowing that my ads are going to be based on my website browsing. So if I start searching for like different kinds of new soap, I'm a Duke Cannon guy usually, and I get a great ad from like Dr. Squatch, like that's cool. I'm probably going to try it. In fact, I did, and it's great, but I'm probably going to go back to Duke Cannon. So we don't know too much more than that. Here's what we do know. So in Australia, someone essentially got the first version of what this new iOS update is going to look like when you log into Facebook. Apple, again, this is Apple devices only. This does not apply at all to Android devices. Apple is asking people, hey, will you allow Facebook to use your app and website activity, like to basically monitor the sites that you browse, to keep these ads that are like basically super personalized. And so you have the option of saying yes or no. Once you say yes or no, you get a secondary screen that pops up saying, are you sure you are allowing Facebook to track your activity across other companies' apps and websites? Because what they're referring to is the Facebook Pixel, which we haven't talked about a ton on here, but the Pixel is the piece of code that we as marketers and as web developers and stuff like that place onto websites so that when you land, that's how we track the information. We're not tracking bank accounts, we're not tracking anything like that, but we track like, hey, if you're interested in buying shovels, we want to make sure that our company that sells shovels gets you a new shovel kind of thing, like that kind of stuff. So the first rollout on this has officially begun, asking you to either allow or ask in the app not to track, and it won't track. You'll get non-personalized ads. You'll get totally randomized ads is what it's looking like. So what this is all basically boiling down to is we're all kind of still waiting for more information. I believe that the best practices that we've established over the last few years are still going to be super relevant. So stuff like make sure you've got you're tracking or you're pulling email addresses when your customers are buying your stuff or generating lead or you're getting a lead from them. So get those email addresses because email addresses are solid gold on the internet right now. And if you don't have good email marketing, it's probably time to start thinking about getting an email marketing plan in place. Especially with this command, if you tend to run a lot of ads. Getting email addresses, learning the power of lookalikes and how after you start getting this traffic, like getting good lookalikes going is critical. Knowing how to like build those loyalty and rewards programs to get people coming back and essentially really focusing on building your community and people talking about your product. Like don't build for right now, build for the next couple of years. So if someone doesn't want your product now, they may want it in the future. Build for that. So That's literally all the data we have right now is like 2 screenshots and a few things that have gone on. There's a couple people out there saying that they know what's going on, but no one's been able to really justify that or really like prove that what they're saying is true, or is kind of paying attention, listening, and waiting for this ball to drop. So that's the video I wanted to make today, and just say that if you're in this with us and you're waiting for this to drop, you're an e-commerce business, you're really any business that uses Facebook ads, realize that we are all in this together. We're going to figure this out. You can expect people way smarter than me to make videos way cooler than this about best practices you can do. But as soon as this drops and we start getting more information, you can bet I'll be making another video on it and trying to tell these small businesses, my friends, my community, how to get through it and what you should essentially be doing. So in the meantime, yeah, get out there and keep building your communities, build those loyalty programs. If you're running a lot of ads, use the power of lookalikes. Make sure your creative's in place. Get in touch with some great creatives. And really make sure that that's going smooth. So that's all I got for you today. I hope you guys have an amazing day. I hope this video brought you some type of help, and I hope you're really enjoying your day and kicking all the butts and stuff. Reach out to me if you want to talk more about this. I love talking about this. It's kind of like it kind of feels like a meteor's about to hit, but we don't really know when. It's kind of floating through space a bit. So yeah, that's it. Have an amazing day, guys, and call your mom because she misses you and you should talk to her. So bye.